Cassie would say, "I love the past, but I found more joy focusing on the here and now. And we are definitely focused on what is coming next. That is Season 8 of our favorite show, The Good Witch. You can't have a positive life with a negative mind. So keep believing and stay with us until the end, as we have some really great news to share with you."
What does that mean?
It means throw the wood on the fire. We don't have time to figure it out.
Good Witch is a fantasy comedy drama series, and it's based on the movies The Good Witch that first aired back in 2008. Early July last year, Hallmark announced its decision to put an end to our favorite TV series, and we must admit that this broke our hearts. After 7 seasons and several movies, for those who followed Cassie's journey, this news was both devastating and shocking. The lead actress, Catherine Bell, made it clear that she feels so grateful to have an opportunity to play such an amazing character. "She has inspired me to be a better person, to be kinder, gentler, more loving, and accepting. I know that many of you have felt the same. I feel so fortunate. I know we will all miss The Good Witch and all the amazing characters and stories, but I am definitely smiling because it happened," said the actress. And it's true. Everyone in the town loved Cassie, but they only go to her when it comes to their welfare. She is a good-hearted enchantress who lives in Middleton. Cassie lives together with her daughter Grace, and their lives get even more interesting when Sam Redford, a curmudgeonly and divorced doctor, moves in next door to Grey House from New York. She cordially offers herbs and decorations to everyone, and she has no medical education. She is not even one of those who only chase everything natural eco-defenders. Anyway, let's speed up a little bit and dive into the last season. The last few episodes dealt with the family mystery. This season was a little more straightforward in regards to the topic. Even though we know that witchcraft had always been winked at on Good Witch, the Merrywick girls had to find out the mysterious contents of 3 purple bags connected to their family and to a tree of life symbols, and do a little magic to maintain their powers. In the season finale, the 3 ladies finally figured out a key component of the mystery. They needed to find out how to create a second amulet because their magic was fading. Joy dreamt of what they'll have to do, and along with Cassie, Abigail, and George, they created the purple fire and figured out how to use the orb. Unfortunately, that wasn't enough. Cassie will put the amulet around her neck, and the 3 Merrywick girls will head outside. In a moment that seemed like we might get a Bailey Madison cameo, Cassie thought she saw Grace. Bailey portrayed Grace for the first 5 seasons, and she didn't return for the finale. However, Grace did call out for her mother briefly in the moments when Merrywicks figured out their next move. While under the red haloed moon, Joy sees something sparkling on the ground, just as the trio begins to lose hope. Fortune must have buried it. Yes, that's right. So Cassie put together the new and old amulet together, giving her combined powers to overcome the evil forces.
Fortune must have buried it.
Check it out!
The setting's still in one piece.
Good Witch was one of a few shows in the fantasy and fiction genre that hit the high point and never disappointed the fans. The show has set the bar so much higher for other shows and reached a new level of success. The 7th season has been concluded, so there is only one question now. Is there going to be a season 8? If yes, who will be on the cast list? What would be the plot about? Where will you be able to stream the show? Neither ITV nor Netflix have announced any updates or a release date about the possible 8th season. The devastating news of the show being canceled also leads us to this moment. The show initially was released back in 2015 and has applaudable ratings on Google and IMDb. It would be crazy to cancel a show while the ratings still seem to go pretty much unbothered. And since the show has gained a huge fan base all around the globe, the rumors are getting louder and louder.
The engine started smoking. I pulled over.
And I was just a little freaked out that I was gonna.
Do we even need to mention who will be the lead actress if there is another season? Of course, our favorite Catherine Bell. I am so grateful for 7 seasons and 13 years of movies and being a part of Good Witch. Working with the kindest and most talented cast and crew, producers, network, it has always felt like family, said Kat, and it feels like she is ready to jump in again. Talking to Deadline, the beloved James Denton smashed that like button and subscribe button just like you should if you haven't done so already. No, really, in all seriousness, one of the leading actors who we expect to see in the next season said it would be unseemly to complain about your show being canceled after 7 seasons. And I won't. I've been very fortunate to have been on other long-running series, but Good Witch was special. And of course, with devoted fans like they have, this is understandable. We must say that the show had cast with the nicest collection of wildly talented people, and we cannot forget Sarah Power as Abigail Pershing, Catherine Disher in the role of Martha Tinsdale, Catherine Barrell as Joy Harper, Scott Cavallero as Adam Hawkins, and many others.
Lignum vitae is always the base of the fire. Cocobolo is...
What is the reason behind the show's huge success? The first thing that would come to your mind is the plot. And you're right. The storylines of Good Witch had brought a much-needed freshness to the fantasy shows. So how did the finale set up the story for Donovan, Stephanie, and other characters? Adam has seemed like the right fit for Stephanie since the beginning, but it took her a while to realize that herself. Even though she was distracted by her French teacher, she finally reconnected with Adam. They both wanted a simple, small wedding ceremony, and they decided to go to Paris together later in the episode. On the other hand, Joy got a proposal from an ex who wanted her back, but she decided to stay with Zoe and ultimately made the right decision. Their relationship ended with a kiss, and this was Hallmark's history. They are probably the first leading LGBTQ characters, so this storyline will be notable. The season finale wasn't just full of shiny, happy moments. We left Donovan and Abigail holding hands, sad. They were fighting for their relationship, but we learned that she would not be going to Tuscany without him. Not an ending we expected, so continuing their story would be a really nice thing to see. As for the others, Martha and Tom reconnected as he prepared for major surgery. Vincent popped in to buy a home and be closer to family, and George and Joy decided to keep tabs on Grey House. The finale officially ended with Cassie and Sam's big trip. There's nothing I want to do more than wandering the world with you, but let's hope this wasn't the last hurrah. Come on, people, we need to know more. The fans would be happy to hear that last Hallmark statement in Deadline. Catherine Bell, James Denton, and Catherine Barrell, among others, are members of the Hallmark Channel family, and we are in discussions on future projects.
Says here, cocobolo is used to make musical instruments, flutes, guitars, bagpipes.
How do you keep...
On a related note, tell us down in the comments below, what are your thoughts on the Season 7 finale? Do you think that the 8th season will be released soon? What do you think about the cast list? Which characters that haven't been mentioned should appear? And what are your suggestions? If you liked the video, like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you'll never miss our next videos. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.